everybody. Let's practice yoga. So the most important thing about the practice is the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. And I was doing all your warm-up, so I'm out of breath. Let's begin with Sun Salute A. Standing with your feet a comfortable distance apart. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sides and up to the sky. Reach back a little bit if you'd like. And then swan dive, legs are straight, forward fold. Reach your head and arms as close as you can to the floor. Maybe they touch, maybe not. Inhale, come halfway up and flatten your back. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step both feet back to a strong plank pose, then lower to chaturanga. Inhale, straighten your arms for upward facing dog. Then exhale, lift your hips to downward facing dog. Your legs are straight. Your heels are moving toward the floor. Long breath in. Long breath out. Look at your own feet. Try to lift your hips up high to the sky, tail to the sky. One more breath. Big breath out. Bend your knees. You can step or jump both feet up to your hands. Then inhale to that half lift. Stretch your spine long. Exhale, deep standing forward fold. And then with a flat back and arms out to the sides, reach up to the sky. Bend back. We're going to do that one more time. Sun Salute A. Swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to a plank pose. Let's just hold this for a moment. See how strong you are. If you want to put both knees down, you can. If you want to put just one knee down, or if you're strong enough to keep both knees up, that's great. Take a long breath in here. And exhale, lower down to chaturanga. You're not quite touching. Inhale, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. Lift your head up high out of your shoulders. Exhale, turn your toes under. Push your hips up and back, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. This is a stretch for the whole back side of your body. Your hands are flat on the floor, your fingers are spread wide. Your heels are moving closer to the floor as you push your rear end back. Bring your chin close to your chest as you look at your ankles, or maybe your knees, or maybe even your thighs. Good, let's take one more big breath in here. Big exhale, bend your knees at the end of the exhale. Now you can step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale with straight legs, make your spine flat, come halfway up. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan, come up to standing. Breathing in, reach both hands together, bend back a little bit. Exhale, come to standing. Turn your palms to face the sky with your fingers interlaced. And then I'm going to face you, but you can face anywhere you want. Pressing your palms to the sky, opening up your chest, opening broad here. Then to one side, you feel a stretch from your wrist all the way down to your ankle. Take a nice long breath here. Big exhale. Inhale, come back up to standing. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Reach tall first, and then exhale. Open up to the side. Good. Big breath in. Breathe out. Good. Come up to standing. You're still at the top of your mat. Inhale here. Bring your palms together. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees so you're in a halfway sit. Good. Exhale. This is Sun Salute B. Inhale, come to standing. Swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank pose back to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. We're stretching the whole front of the body here. Lift your chin a little. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward where the right hand is. Drop your back heel down. Inhale, both arms come up to the sky. I want you to interlace your fingers again. Press your palms to the sky. Make sure that your front knee does not go beyond your ankle. Good. Long breath in here. Exhale, back through that same chorus of plank to the bottom of the push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, same thing. Back heel drops down flat. Inhale, bring your arms up. Interlace your fingers, press your palms to the sky. Great big breath in here. And exhale back down through chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. So lift your chin, arms are straight in up dog. Lift your hips, legs are straight in down dog, heels moving to the floor. We'll take a few breaths here. This is our yoga warm-up. If you feel like you want a little extra stretch, you can bring one leg up to the sky, roll your hips open, maybe bend that top leg and straighten it, and maybe switch to the other side. Bring the other leg up to the sky, maybe bend that top leg, roll your hip open, maybe you straighten your top leg, put it back down on the ground, take one last breath here. Big exhale, bend your knees, step or jump your feet to the front of your mat, feet are together, hips are low, knees are bent, bring your hips back a little, chest comes up, arms come up to the sky. Deep breath in here. Exhale, we're gonna keep our right leg where it is and step the left leg back into warrior one. So you stay just like this, but I'm gonna face you. So this is typical warrior one. Notice my knee isn't rolling in or out. Now we're going to exhale and bend your elbows like goalposts. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows like goalpost hands. Good. Inhale, bring your hands up to the sky. Now you've got an opportunity to do a jump switch. So here you are in warrior one. Put your hands on the floor. Jump switch your feet to the second side. Warrior one here, your back heel drops down. Arms to the sky. Inhale here and exhale, open your arms like goalposts. Watch that front knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your arms and open your chest. Inhale, arms up. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, bend elbows and try to get as open wide as you can in front. Good. Inhale here, bring your arms to the sky. Exhale, step both feet together at the top of your mat. Now we're gonna move on to something called warrior two. Right foot stays in front, left foot steps back. This time your feet are lined up straight with each other because when you bend your front knee, back leg stays straight. The bent leg hand comes out in front, straight leg arm comes out behind. So that's warrior two. Your chest and your hips face the opposite side. Try to keep your shoulders low. Try to keep your arms parallel to the floor and look out over your front middle fingernail. Let's take 2 more breaths. Deep bend in the front knee. Make sure your knee is directly over your ankle. Good. Last big breath in here. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Jump switch your feet to the other side. Back heel is down. Front leg bent. Back leg straight. One arm in front, one arm in back. Only your head moves to look out over your front middle fingernail. Shoulders are low. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Let's take one more breath in here. As you exhale, we're going to windmill our hands to the floor in the front. Step that foot back. We'll go through our chorus again. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now let's go into a lunge. Right foot steps forward. Stay on your back toes. So you might want to move your front foot a little bit towards the outside edge if you have a mat, or get your feet wide. Then you can either keep both hands on the floor. You could put your back knee down, but don't let your hips go back. Keep your hips forward like you did in the warm-up. If you want, you can bring one or both hands to your front knee. You could bring your back leg arm to the sky. Maybe lift up your back knee. If you really want to go far, you can bring both arms up to the sky. Really open up your chest, pressing your back heel far away. Take 2 big breaths here. This is a really good stretch for your groin. This is a perfect Nordic ski stretch. Big breath in here. We always have the opportunity for a jump switch, so bring your hands to the floor, and if you want, step switch or jump switch. Good. So now your left foot is forward. Walk it out to the left side a little bit. Figure out what your balance is. If you feel wobbly, you can put your knee down. Decide if you want to put 1 or 2 hands on your front knee. I'm going to take, so my right leg is back. I'm going to bring my right arm to the sky. My balance is pretty good today, so I'm going to bring both arms up. Straighten your back leg. Press your back heel far back. Take a big breath in. Good. Lift your chest. Open your shoulders. Your armpits are exposed to the front. Another big breath in here. Exhale, hands to the floor. Let's go back to that vinyasa. So that is plank pose, lower down to chaturanga, strong straight body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your head up out of your shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now step both feet into the center of your mat. Let's come to a deep squat. Keep your heels flat on the floor. When you're ready, hands on the floor, straighten your legs. Try to get them all the way straight. If your hands come up, that's okay. This is just a standing forward fold. Good. Let's flatten the back. If your arms out to the side, inhale. Come all the way to standing, reach high, reach back, and exhale, arms to your sides. So now we're going to do a couple things to open the shoulders. The first one is to interlace your hands behind your back. And when you do that, push the fists of your hands down so that your chest opens up. But don't let your belly and tush stick out. Tuck those both in so you're just opening up your front body. Good. Let's take 2 or 3 breaths here. Good. Bigger breath in. Big breath out. This is a stretch for the front. Last big breath in here. Breathe out. Release your hands. Now we're going to stretch the back. So take one arm up, bend it like a goalpost. You're going to take the other arm and swing it underneath. And then see if you can wrap your hands around each other. You can feel your shoulder blades spreading out and back. Good. Now, some of us like to press our hands up and get a deeper stretch. We'll do this on both sides. Some of us like to press our hands away from our face. Depends on what feels good for you. Let's take a big breath in, and as you inhale, you feel your shoulder blades spread open a little bit more. Good. Last big breath here. Good. Unwind the second arm. Leave that first arm up. Switch. So now you've got the other arm up first, and the first one comes underneath it. Same thing on the second side. Good. So maybe you can get your hands together like this. Maybe you only just get one pinky finger to grab. Either way, you can push your hands up or open them, press them away from your face out in front. Feel your shoulder blades open up and stretch behind you. Good. Huge breath in through your nose. Stay still. Good. One more breath, just like this. Good. Exhale, unwind your arms. Roll your shoulders back a few times. Roll them forward a few times. You could take a big arm roll, forward and back. Good. So those are 2 things to open up the front and open up the back. Now, we warmed up for this. So let's get ready for Warrior 3. Warrior 1, your arms are in one direction. Warrior 2, your arms are in 2 directions. Warrior 3, you've got limbs in 3 directions. So right foot in the middle of your mat, right leg bent. We're going to keep our back leg, torso, and arms in one straight line. Bend your front leg a little bit, and then start to tilt over, trying to keep a straight line of arms, torso, and back leg. If you feel wobbly, you can bend your base leg, but I want you to be looking at the floor. Maybe you can straighten your base leg and extend from fingertips to toes in one long line for 2 more breaths. Good. One more breath here. If you're really tired, you can put both feet on the floor, or let's come up to standing. That leg that was behind, let's lift it up. Yeah, you're ready for this. Let's go back to Warrior 3, same side. So the foot that's up is going to extend behind us. This is a real challenge. You're in full warrior three now. Arms in front, leg in back. Good. Come up to standing, both feet on the floor. You can give your arms a break. Just do the same thing on the second side. So first, extend your arms up. This time the left leg is going to be on the floor. Let's bend that leg just to get ready. Right leg extends behind us. Try to keep a straight line for your whole body. And then start to tilt forward. Keep that base leg bent to maintain balance. You don't have to go all the way. You can even keep your back foot down on the floor, but bring most of your weight onto your base leg. Maybe you can start to bring your back foot up a little bit as your torso comes closer to the floor. Look at one spot on the floor only. See if you can get your shoulders open, your arms, torso, and back leg in a straight line. Let's try that come up to standing thing. Arms stay the way they are, back leg bends. Bring your knee up in front. See if you can hold it. Focus on one point on the wall now. We're going to go back to warrior three for the last 2 breaths. So extend that bent leg out behind you and try to straighten it. 2 breaths here. Here's 1. Big exhale. Here's 2. Big exhale. Let's bring both feet to the floor, both hands to the floor in a standing forward fold. If you're tired, you can squat. Good. Take a couple of big breaths. That was tough. If you do it every day, it gets better and better. It gets stronger and stronger. Good. We're going to do a little quad stretch, and we do have a rest at the end. So I'm going to get back on my mat and come back into a lunge with my right foot forward. What's important when you do lunges is that your foot is not behind your knee. It can be out in front, but best is to have it straight down. So here we are in a big lunge. Let's come back up as high as you want to go. Hands to your knees maybe, arms in the sky maybe. Here it's important to keep hips forward. Don't let them come back. Forward. Put your back knee on the floor. Now, if you feel a little wobbly, take your front foot and move it out to the side a little bit. We're going to reach back, see if we can get that back foot. Oh, that's tough on this side. All right, so my hips stay forward. This is hips back. We don't want this. We want hips forward. And then maybe I can pull my heel towards my own rear end and I feel a good stretch in the quad, the thigh of my left leg. Good. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's great. If you can't quite get your foot, that's okay too. Gently let go of your back foot. Take a nice big lunge stretch, maybe arm to the sky. Decide how you're gonna switch legs, maybe jump switch, maybe not. But I'll tell you what, if you can jump switch now, do it every time, and then you will always be able to. So here I am in the lunge on the second side. I'm gonna lift my back leg up, stretch my arms to the sky a little bit. So I've really warmed up. Then, keeping my hips forward, my back knee comes down. I'm gonna reach back, grab my foot. Woo! So this is a really important one. Heel pulling towards your rear end, not too far. Just until you can feel a stretch. If it hurts your knee, pad your knee. A towel, put it on your shoe. Good. Big breath in here. All right, let's take one more breath. Gently release your foot back into just a regular lunge. I'm gonna lift my back leg up. Maybe get my arms up. All right, very good. Let's come to sitting. We're almost done. So sit, crisscross. This is called Sukhasana, where both of your ankles are visible. They're not tucked underneath. It means easy pose. It's supposed to be easy, and it should be. Okay, so I'm going to take towards I'll do it this way, my left knee, my right hand, my back hand is behind me. Take a make your spine really tall and exhale. With empty lungs, twist a little towards that side. Once you get into the deepest twist you can, take 3 deep breaths. That's where you feel the stretch. That's breath number 2, very good. Breath number 3, exhale completely. Inhale your head to the front, exhale your body to the front. Switch which foot is in front. Same thing on the second side. So now it's my left hand over to my right knee. The other hand goes behind me, tall spine, breathe out completely. Then twist as far as you want to go. Good, now take a big breath in. 2. Big breath in for the 3rd time. Big breath out. Inhale your head to the front. Exhale your body to the front. We always do it. One more little twist to the other side just to get back into a straight form. Good. Now we're going to do the last one we're going to do is a butt stretch. So you can do this a couple ways, but I'm going to show you how to do it sitting down. So we're going to sit like this. I have one foot on the floor. The other foot, ankle, goes right on top of my knee so that my shin is parallel in front. And my hands are behind me. I'm going to make a tall spine, straight arms, and press my chest towards my shin. And I feel it, the shin leg, I feel it on that quad and glute. So another way to do this is to be in the same shape, but be lying down. And then reach your arm through the hole, grab the opposite shin, and then pull that foot that's close to your face, pull that towards your chest. So there's 2 ways of doing it. It's the same pose. You can do this for 5 minutes. Hold real still and just breathe for 5 minutes. We're not going to do it for 5 minutes. Good. The bottom foot that's on the floor, bring that as close to your own hip as you can. Push your chest forward. One more breath here. Good. Exhale. Release your arms a little bit. Switch legs. So now one foot's on the floor. Pull that hip in close to your rear end. The other foot goes right on top of your knee, ankle to knee. So it's not crossed over like this. Ankle to knee. Your shin is straight across. My arms are short, so I have to go up on my fingertips. But I'm going to make a very tall spine and then press my chest towards the shin, and I feel it in the butt cheek on the side where my foot's up near my face. That's where I feel the stretch. Great big breath here. This is our last pose. After this, we have a built-in rest that we always have. So let's get the most that we can out of this pose. Big breath in here. Remember, this is a pose you can do for a real long time. If this feels good, remember it. If this feels like this is what I really needed, remember this, because you can do it anytime. Good. All right. So let's release this pose. I'm going to show you another way of doing that. Remember this Sukhasana crisscross? Fold forward. Walk your hands out with a flat back, like you're trying to get your t-shirt to the floor, not your forehead. Walk forward. You can feel it a little bit more in one hip than the other. So to get the other side, you switch feet and bend forward. So we won't do that together, but that's another way to stretch the same thing. Good. So the end of every practice, we have Shavasana. So I want you to lie flat on your back. You don't have to look at anything, just listen to my voice. Good. So lie down flat on your back. Your head doesn't have to be on a pillow. No one can see you. You don't have to look at anything. Have your legs a little bit apart, your feet flopped open. Have your arms at your side, your palms facing the sky. Close your eyes. We're only here for a couple of moments. And see if you can feel your body getting very heavy. So you feel the bones in your body sink down, get a little heavier on your muscles and your skin. You can feel your clothing on the floor. You're aware of the floor. Your body is pressing in. You completely release. Your eyes are heavy. Your tongue is heavy. Your arms and your hands and your fingers completely relaxed. Your spine and your hips, your legs, knees, ankles, feet and toes, soft and heavy. and relaxed. And we're going to stay here very still for just about 10 more breaths. Take a long, normal breath in and let it come out as a sigh. Do that again. Breathe in. Let it come out like a whoosh. Good. And regardless of what's happening around you, let yourself be soft and heavy and quiet, eyes closed. Perfect. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is what it feels like to rest. This is what we crave. This is how we recharge. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let your next breath come in a little bit deeper. Breathing in through your nose. And imagine that you can see the energy of the breath. You can see the oxygen. Maybe it's light, maybe it's color. And you can feel it and see it going into your body. And with each inhale, it goes a little farther. Your throat, your chest, your torso. And then as your breath deepens, you can see that hue or that light start to spread down your arms till it reaches your hands. Then start to move your fingers. It's as if you're waking them up intentionally. Continue to breathe. See the color reaching down through your torso to your legs, your ankles, and your feet. And as you see it reach your toes, start to move your toes. You can stretch and open your fingers and your toes. You can bend your wrists and roll your ankles, and then maybe draw your arms into your core. Maybe draw your knees into your chest. And sometimes it feels good to stretch your whole body long, from fingers to feet. Then maybe just one side is reaching very long. You're still on the floor. And then maybe the other side, reach that side very long. And then draw your limbs in towards your core and roll over to the side. Your eyes are still closed. And just rest for just a moment on your side. Maybe your head is resting on your arm. And then slowly roll yourself back up to sitting. It's important for you to be grateful for this strong, capable body that you have. Be grateful for breath. Be grateful for balance and for sight. Be grateful for all of the things that you can do now. And the word that we use in yoga class, namaste, means that all of the goodness in me recognizes that same goodness in you. And to you, I say namaste, and I will see you next week.